Hi, hello, very good evening. Once again, welcome back to the session, everyone. In this session, it's going to be the out and out problems on ages. So we'll be having two sessions, one for today and the other for tomorrow. So we'll try to do a lot more interesting questions from ages. Before getting into that, let me quickly introduce about myself. My name is Kabilan. I'm a mechanical engineer with 3 years of teaching experience in the field of management exams. I've also converted various Indian Institute of Managements. You can follow me on Unacademy Learning app, and also you can personally join my Telegram channel Unacademy_Kabilan, where you'll be getting all my lively class update schedules, and you can also ask your doubts, queries, and clarifications, get it cleared in my Telegram channel. Okay, we have this weekly scholarship test conducted by Unacademy Combat Challenge, undoubtedly India's largest scholarship test for CAT exam. So the next combat challenge, it goes live on the upcoming Sunday. Okay, so today it was Sunday 11th. The next challenge, it goes on 18th of April, next Sunday, timing exactly at 12 p.m. You can register now for free and win scholarships up to rupees 55 lakhs. So for this, you can use my code KBI10 to unlock it and register now for free. And most importantly, when it comes to the weekly scholarship test, you can identify and improve your weak areas through the detailed video solutions, right? So in par with that, we have this iconic badge for CAT exams, where what makes it different from the normal plus badge is that all the benefits of plus will be included. Along with that, you'll be put up with a personal mentor who will be guiding you 24/7 throughout your preparation process, and the mentor will be a graduate from top B schools, right? And the proper test analysis and reports will be made, and we'll be concentrating on other management entrance test preparations as well. That is, we'll be concentrating not only for CAT exams but also for MAT, ZAT, SNAP, TISNET, TISMAT, ZRE, IPMAT, and various other top level management exams, right? So this is all about the iconic badge for CAT 2021, guys. And we have this beautiful feature called Ask a Doubt, which you can use it in your Unacademy Learning app. Simply take a picture of the question or choose it from the gallery of the question, crop it down to the specific question, and do not forget under which subject it belongs. For example, if you have a doubt from a question it belongs to problems on ages, kindly don't forget to mention it falls into quantitative aptitude, right? After doing so, send it to us. Sit tight, you will receive the solution soon, right? And we have this beautiful one important alert last 5 days before the price hike, so you can quickly enroll now, both plus and iconic badges for a respective duration of 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, and 24 months. So the new price will be effectively implemented from 14th of April, guys. Okay, mark the date. And if you really want, if you have a mindset to get a subscription for your CAT preparation, you can definitely go for it. This is going to be the perfect time where you can save a lot of money. And most importantly, after 14th, if you try to enroll in the subscription, that will actually cost you the after tariff. But as of now, if you try to get a subscription, definitely you will be applied with the before tariff. Okay, so the price hike is real and it is happening soon. So kindly enroll now. And we have this batches of enrollment from 10th April, 12th April, and 14th of April. 10th April, it is the ultimate weekend batch for CAT 2021, right? So it's going to be completely on weekend, Saturdays and Sundays. And 12th of April, it is the master weekday batch for CAT 2021, right from Monday to Friday. And 14th of April, it is the supreme weekday batch for CAT 2021. Okay, so these are the batches which are kickstarting, guys. So you can quickly enroll in any of the batches which are really flexible for you. And with that positive note, let's quickly jump into the very first question for today's session. That is purely based on problems of ages, right? So when it comes to ages, Most importantly, the what is exactly we need to remember is actually the concepts of ratios. So most of the questions that belongs to problems on ages will be dealt with the concept of ratios as well. Okay, so a simple statement or statement oriented questions related with the ages will be given to you. We need to solve it and make sure what is the justified answer for the given question, right? And we'll quickly step into the very first question for today's session. So I just want everybody to go for a try to solve this question. Come on, guys. So here, if 3 times of the daughter's age in years is included to the mother's age, the total is 96. Okay. And if 2 times of the mother's age is included to the daughter's age, the total is 97. Now the question is, what is the difference between mother and daughter's age? That's your question, guys. Come on, just go for it. Try to solve this question. A very interesting question as well. Yeah. So in the first statement, they have said 3 times of the daughter's age. So let me do what? If I take D to be the present age of the daughter, right? If D is the present age of the daughter, and if I take M to be the present age of the mother, fine. So if I try to equate it, that is 3 times the daughter's age. So 3 times of D if it is included to mother's age, right? So 3 times of D plus the mother's age, the total is 96, they say. So with the present age of mother, if you try to include 3 times the age of the daughter, you are getting a total age to be 96. Let me keep this as equation 1. Cool. And if you go for the second statement, if you try to address it, if 2 times of the mother's age, right? So it is 2 times of M if it is included to daughter's age. So 2 times of the mother's age plus the daughter's age, if both, the total gives you 97. That's it. Let me take this as equation 2. Okay, simple. So we have got 2 equations now, and you are asked to find what? You need to find what is the difference between the mother's and the daughter's age. So you are asked to find what is M minus D, what it is exactly. Yes, come on, guys. I've given you the lead. I've given you the 2 equations now. What we need to simply do, simply try to solve this. If you try to solve this, you'll be getting the answer exactly. So what I can simply do, if I take equation 1 and if I try to multiply this thing into 2, this becomes what? 2 into M, 2 times of mother's age, 3 into 2, it's going to be 6 times of daughter's age is equal to, we'll be getting 190, right? Yes, good, Kashish Singh. Yeah, we'll see whether it is actually 20 years is actually the difference, right? So if at all, if I try to, let this be equation 3 then. If I try to do 3 minus 2, what I'll be getting here, this goes out, and 6 minus 1, it's going to be 5D, which will be equal to 192 minus 192 minus 97 if you do. You'll be getting 95. That's that the value of D will be exactly 19. Is that clear, guys? So you have got the present age of the daughter to be 19. If present age of the daughter is 19, substitute it here, you'll be getting the present age of the mother. So 2M plus 19 is equal to 97. So if you try to simplify this, from 19, if you try to subtract 97, if you subtract 19, so 2m is equal to 78 and m will be ultimately 39. Yeah, so we've got the present age of the daughter to be 19 and mother to be 39. So 39 minus 19, you will be getting exactly the difference to be 20. Very good. Very good, Kashi Singh. It is absolutely option D. 20 years is actually the difference between the present age of the mother and the daughter. Yes, is that clear, guys? Come on, just give me a thumbs up. We just need to formulate two equations, solve it, and get any one of the variable. Get either t or m. After doing so, try to find what is m minus t. If you do that, we'll be getting the difference between the mother and daughter's age. Very simple. We'll quickly jump into the second question for today's session. Let's try to solve this. Come on, you try to solve this and give me the exact option for the given question. Go for it. Yes, go for the second one. What's going to be the right option for it for the second question? The sum of the ages of 6 children born at the intervals of 4 years each is 174 years. And you are asked to find what is the age of the youngest child. Okay, age of the youngest child. Very easy question. Come on, what's going to be the right option, guys? So let's try to do this. Listen very carefully. Totally, you have 6 children, right? You have 6 children. They are born at the intervals of 4 years each. So for every child, you have a difference of 4 years from the consecutive children, right? If that is the case, if say, let's say, if I take X to be the age of the youngest child, if I take X to be the age of the youngest child, right? Yes, yes, Darshan, absolutely. This session is absolutely for IPMAT as well. All the IPMAT aspirants can watch this sessions, all my sessions. Absolutely, it is for IPMAT as well. Okay, cool. So yeah, I took X to be the age of the youngest child, and if that is the case, I know the fact that totally you have 6 children and they have the intervals of 4 years each. So if X is the age of the youngest child, then what will be the age of the child who's very before X? The second youngest fellow's age will be X plus 4. Why? Because they have the interval of 4 years each, right? Like in the same way, the person who born before X plus 4, his age will be X plus 4 plus 4, 8. Like in the same way, the before fellow age will be X plus 8 plus 4, 12. Plus X plus 16. So how many child you have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The eldest fellow's age X plus 20. So if you try to add the total of all the children's age, you're getting a total age of 174. This is the total age or the sum of ages of 6 children who were born at the intervals of 4 years each, right? So let's try to add this up. X plus, how many x you have? You have 6x plus, if you try to add the numbers, 4 plus 8, 12, 24, 40 and 60 is equal to 174. So 6x is equal to 114. And what's going to be the value of x then? 114 divided by 6 if you do. You'll be getting 19. So the value of x, we got it to be 19. And what is actually the question? The question is what we found it here. They're asking you what is the age of the youngest child. I took x to be the age of the youngest child and I found it as 19. So the answer for this question is undoubtedly option C. 19 years is actually the age of the youngest child born in the family. Is that clear, guys? Is that super clear? Come on, give me a thumbs up if you're clear with this. Let's quickly go for the next question. Yeah. Yes, the next question for you. Try to solve this, guys. An interesting question. Go for it. Try to solve this. Get me what is actually the right option out of the given 5. Father is 4 times more aged than his daughter. That's important. If after 10 years, he would be 3 times of daughter's age, then further after 15 years, how many times would he be of his daughter's age? That's your question. Come on, an interesting statement that has to be focused now. Go for it. Give me what exactly is the right option for the third one. Come on, guys. Have you guys got the answer? If you have got the answer, kindly let me know in the live chat. I'll be addressing it. Each and everyone who are typing in the live chat. Come on, guys. Feel free to say hi. Hi, Sudarshan. When will you take sessions on permutation and combination? Definitely, you can expect the permutation and combination sessions very sooner, right? So we have actually scheduled the classes pre-planned. So you can expect a lot of questions from, a lot of topics related with logical reasoning, for the coming classes. And very soon you can expect classes from permutation and combination as well, right? Hi Chetna, welcome to the session. Come on guys, just go for it. Get me what is actually the right option for this one. Yeah, see, if you try to address this question, no, let's try to break this out. Father is 4 times more aged than his daughter. So the term more is literally important here. Okay, so you need to figure out what actually is the difference. Let's say if I simply say father is 4 times age than his daughter, then I can say what? F is equal to 4D, where F is the present age of the father and D is the present age of the daughter. But here they are not telling you that father is 4 times age than his father. They are telling you that father is 4 times more age than his father. So if that is the case, then what you need to necessarily do here, it is nothing but if father is 4 times more age than his father, F is equal to, you know, age of the daughter plus 4 times age of the daughter. We will be getting F is equal to 5D. And in after 10 years, you would be 3 times of daughter's age, right? So with the present age of the daughter, father is 4 times more aged. So with present age of the daughter, you need to add 4 times the age of the daughter. So you'll be getting father is actually 5 times the age of the daughter. That's what it means, right? And in after 10 years, okay, so 10 years down the line, he would be 3 times of daughter's age. So what that mean exactly? If I take F to be the present age of the father, listen very carefully, guys. If F is the present age of father, and if I take D to be the present age of the daughter, okay. Now you're going 10 years down the line, after 10 years. So after 10 years, father will be 10 years older now from his present age. So then father will be what? He'll be F plus 10. Father is F plus 10. He would be 3 times. So that is equal to 3 times of the daughter's age. If you see the daughter's age, she will also be 10 years older now after 10 years. So then definitely D plus 10. So father after 10 years is equal to 3 times daughter after 10 years. That's what it means, right? Then father after 15 years. So now totally how many years you're like going down the line? Already you went 10 years. Again further you're going 15 years. So 10 plus 15, total of 25 years you're going down the line. So 25 years means father will be definitely 25 years old, more older. In further after 15 years, how many times he would be of his daughter's age? That's your question. So listen very carefully, guys. So I already found that F is equal to 5D, the present equation. Let me substitute F is equal to 5D here. If I do so, 5D plus 10 is equal to, if I try to multiply 3 inside the bracket, 3D plus 30. This is what you'll be getting. So if I take 5D, 3D to the left hand side and 10 to the right hand side, 5D minus 3D becomes 2D is equal to 20. So which implies the value of D will be 10. So guys, you have got the present age of the daughter to be 10. If present age of the daughter is 10, what will be the present age of the father? It's going to be 5 into 10, 50. So listen very carefully. Present age of the father is 50. Present age of the daughter is 10. Now what they're asking, then further after 15 years means, so totally you're going 25 years down the line. When after 25 years, what will be the age of the father? Age of the father will be what? 50 plus 25, 75. Divided by what will be the age of the daughter after 25 years? At present, daughter is 10 years. After 25 years, she'll be 35 years. So if you try to get a different, simplify this, they're asking you how many times now. So father divided by his daughter, if you see, this goes exactly how many times. If you try to write out with 5 table, this goes 15 by 7. So 15, if you try to divide it by 7, 2 times it goes 14 and 1. And if you take point here, it's going to be 1 times 7 and then it's going to be 304. So approximately you'll be getting what actually? The answer to be 2.14 times. That's it. Is that clear, guys? So further after 15 years, father would be 2.14 times of his daughter's age. That's it. Is that clear, guys? Is that clear, everyone? Come on, just kindly give me a thumbs up if you're clear with this. Let's quickly go for the next question. Yeah. Let's go for the next question, guys. Come on, just try to get me the right option for this. Ria is thrice as old as her friend Mary, and Mary is 6 years older than Rupa. In 2 years, Ria will be 4 times as old as Rupa. How old is Mary now? That's your question. So you are asked to find what is the present age of Mary. Yes, very good, Sri Vaishnavi. Let's go for the next question. Come on. Try to do this, guys. Get me what is actually the right option for this. The fourth one. We have been given these many statements. We need to sort out each and every one and get the right option out of it. So, listen carefully, guys. Let's try to sort out this. They say that Ria is thrice as old as her friend Mary. So if I take M to be the present age of Mary, right? Ria R is actually what? Let me take Ri as Ria. Ria is equal to thrice as old as her friend Mary. So this means 3 times of Mary. So Ria is actually 3 times of Mary, and Mary is 6 years older than Rupa. So which means what? M is equal to Ru. Let me take Ru as the present age of Rupa. So Rupa plus 6 years. Mary is actually 6 years older than Rupa. So Rupa plus 6 years will give you Mary. And in 2 years, which means what? In 2 years is nothing but after 2 years. So in 2 years, Ria will be 4 times as old as Rupa. That's what it means. So in 2 years means that is actually after 2 years. After 2 years means present age of Ria, I took it as Ri. So after 2 years, what will be the age of Ria? Ri plus 2. Ria will be getting 2 years older, right, from her present age. So in 2 years means after 2 years, Ria will be 4 times as old as Rupa. So Ria is actually equal to 4 times as old as Rupa. Rupa's present age, I took it as Ru. In 2 years, she'll also be getting 2 years older. So it's going to be Rupa plus 2. This will be the age of Rupa after 2 years. That's what it means. So let's try to sort out this. So Ria plus 2 is equal to 4 times of Rupa plus 4 into 2 will be getting 8. And Ria Ri is equal to 4 times of Ru plus, if 2 comes to the right hand side, 8 minus 2 will be 6. So listen carefully, guys. If I try to substitute, they are asking you what actually is, what is the present age of Mary. You need to find what is the present age of Mary here. So you can do what? In place of Ri, substitute 3M. So 3M is equal to 4 times of, in place of Ru, listen carefully. If I try to break this out, Ru is nothing but what? M minus 6. In place of Ru, if I substitute M minus 6 plus 6, that's it. If you try to solve this, what exactly will be getting here? So 3M is equal to 4M minus 24 plus 6, right? And if I bring this 4M to this side, 4M minus 3M will be M, which will be equal to 24 minus 6. So M will be ultimately 18. That's it. So the answer for this question is absolutely option D. The present age of Mary, it is 18 years old. Is that clear, guys? Come on, give me a thumbs up if you're clear with this. Let's go for the next question. Yeah. or if you have any doubts, you can ask me. Simply, it is a matter of 4 steps. In just a matter of 3 or 4 steps, you'll be getting the answer. It will not even take you more than 20 seconds to solve this question. You're getting this clear, guys? And all the aspirants of IPMAT are super welcome. This session is absolutely for you. You can watch this session and get benefited. Not only this session, for all the sessions to come. Okay? Is that clear, guys? Let's go for the next one. Come on. Try to solve this interesting question. Go for it. Yes, sure. Piyush Shahu definitely will go for it. We'll try to do the IPMAT previous year analysis as well. Okay, so we'll try to plan one day completely for the IPMAT previous year questions analysis. Okay, we'll try to do all the question topics from quant, verbal and logical reasoning parts. Okay, definitely we'll do that. So guys, come on, go for it. Now at this phase, we are currently in a, in covering each and every topics, which will be ultimately useful for you for your preparational, strategy. So that's the main intention. We are trying to cover each and every topics related for IPMAT. After doing so, we'll completely go for the previous year analysis. Okay. Come on, guys. You have this question. Grandfather is aged 6 times age of his granddaughter. Okay, you have 2 persons. One is grandfather and the other is granddaughter. So if I take grandfather to be GF, grandfather is actually equal to 6 times age of his granddaughter. 6 times of granddaughter. So GD let me take. Fine. And this statement is important. Before 3 years. So I'm going 3 years back. Before 3 years, he would be 7.5 times. Let me break this mixed fraction first. 7.5, if you try to break this out, it will be what actually? 7 into 2, 14, 14 plus 1, 15, 15 by 2. I took it in a normal fraction now. So 15 by 2 times of his daughter's age. Listen very carefully. I took grandfather to be the present, GF to be the present age of the grandfather and GD to be the present age of the granddaughter. Now, if I go 3 years back, 3 years before, what will be the age of the grandfather? He'll be 3 years younger. So it's going to be GF minus 3. This will be the age of the grandfather. Who is 7 1 by 2 times is nothing but 15 by 2. So 15 by 2 times of his granddaughter. Granddaughter also, if you go 3 years before, she will also be 3 years younger. So it's going to be GD minus 3. So this is actually the proper way of expressing the given statement, right? So if I bring this 2 to the left hand side, if I bring it to the left hand side, I'll be getting 2 times of GF minus 3 into 2, 6 is equal to 15 times of GD minus 45. That's it. So I'll be getting 2 times of GF is equal to 15 times of GD. If 6 comes to the right hand side, it will be getting minus 30. Okay, now what happens? The question is after 3 years. So from present, after 3 years, how many times would he be of his granddaughter's age? That's your question. So listen carefully, guys. I know that GF is actually 6 times of GD. Let me try to substitute it here in this equation. If I try to do so, 6 times of, 2 times of GF is nothing but 6 times of GD is equal to 15 GD minus 39. So 6 into 2 is 12. So what you'll be getting? 15 minus 12. 15 GD minus 12 GD is equal to 39. Such that 3 times of GD is equal to 39. And GD will be ultimately 13. So you got the present age of the granddaughter to be 13 years. If granddaughter is 13 years, what will be the present age of the grandfather? 6 times of 13. Yeah, 6 times of 13. So GF will be what then actually? It's going to be 70 78 is the present age of the grandfather. Now, what is the question actually? They're asking you how many times would he be of his granddaughter? Simply you need to do what? 78 divided by 13. So 78 divided by 13 you do. How much times it exactly goes out? It goes exactly 6 times. 78. So the answer is what then ultimately? It's going to be option E, none of these. So, yeah, sorry, what is the mistake I made? What is the mistake I made? Sorry, guys. See, they are not asking you the present age times actually. They are asking you after 3 years. So after 3 years, grandfather would be what? What is the age of the grandfather? 78 plus 3, 81. Divided by, after 3 years, the granddaughter age will be what? 13 plus 3, 16. Right? So if you try to do 81 by 16, 81 by 16, right? So let me try to do it here. 81 divided by 16. This goes exactly 5 times 80 and 1. So it is exactly what? 5, 1 by 16 times. So answer it is ultimately option C. After 3 years, grandfather will be 5 1 by 16 times of his granddaughter. That's it. Yes. Is that clear? Hi Priyanka, welcome to the session. Yes, Sri Vaishnavi. So do you know IPMAT pattern? Yes. JIPMAT pattern is exactly the same thing. We need to have a sound knowledge on quantitative aptitude, right? We need to be really strong with a quantitative aptitude, Vaishnavi. Okay, so we'll be having 100 questions, completely a multiple choice questions, MCQs. So we have quantitative aptitude, data interpretation and logical reasoning, verbal ability and reading comprehension. If I want to brief you out, yeah, if you want to know the JIP MAT pattern, listen carefully. For JIP MAT as well, totally you have 100 questions and completely of MCQs, right? And the duration, if you see duration, it is for 150 minutes. 150 minutes. The time is really a crucial task here. That is nothing but surely 2.5 hours. It is not for 3 hours. But for CAT, you have 100 questions in 3 hours, but here you have only 2.5 hours. Okay. And the mode of examination is computer based test actually. Yeah, it is not a paper based test. So for each correct question, you'll be, for correct answer, for each correct answer, you will be awarded +4. And for each wrong answer, there is a deduction. There is a negative marking of -1. Okay, for every incorrect attempt. Right. So what are the things which you really need to focus? You need to have a sound knowledge on quantitative ability, and then LRDI, logical reasoning and data interpretation, and BARC, verbal ability and reading comprehension. So these three are the ultimate thing which we really need to focus. Exactly the similar pattern for IPMAT as well, right? So the topics are exactly the same, but the duration is different. Correct answer will be awarded +4, wrong answer will be awarded -1. Yes. Yes, cool. Is that clear, Vaishnavi? Very good, Chetna. It is option C, 5 1 by 16 is exactly the right answer. Yeah, we'll go for the next question, guys. We'll go for the next question. Come on. Sabari's mother was 24 years of age when he was born, while his father was 34 years old when his sister, 4 years younger to him, was born. Okay, sounds tricky. What is the difference between the ages of his parents? That's an interesting question for you. Go for it, guys. Come on. An interesting question for you. Try to understand the question. See, I always used to tell all my students that when you try to understand the question 100%, 50% of the solution is already done. Only the next 50% has to be done. So the most crucial part while trying to address each and every question is to understand the question 100%. That is really a master move for every aspirant, right? Go for it, guys. A very crucial question for you. Try to address it. Yes, absolutely. It is a computer-based test, Chetna. CBT, we call, right? It is a computer-based test, not a paper-based. If you take IPMAT as well, you have a CBT. JIPMAT as well, it is a CBT, computer-based test. Fine. CAT exam is always a computer-based test. Okay, so we'll be having slots actually. If you see the last year, that is for the year 2020, the number of questions have been reduced due to the pandemic, and the duration for the exam was also reduced. It was reduced for 40 minutes. A total of 120 minutes was reduced for 2 hours. Only 76 questions have been asked, but in the previous year and all, the standard pattern of the question for CAT exams, we have 100 questions in total, but the last year it was only 76 questions and the duration was only 2 hours, 40 minutes for all 3 sections, right? Come on, guys, go for the 6th one. Get me the right option for the 6th question. Six years. Sri Vaishnavi has got 6 years. Option E. Okay, cool. Let's try to see what actually is the right option for this. Yeah. Let's see. Let's try to cross check. I know the fact that Sabari's mother was 24 years of age when he was born. So listen carefully. When Sabari was born, the age of the mother, she was 24 years. While his father, Sabari's father, was 34 years old when his sister, whose sister actually, Sabari's sister, 4 years younger to him was born. So listen carefully. If that is the case, when Sabari's sister was born, his father's age was what actually? 34. Okay, now listen carefully. I know the fact that Sabari's sister, she is 4 years younger to Sabari. So Sabari is actually sister plus 4, right? That's what it means, right? So if that is the case, so what I can simply do, when his sister was born, his father's age was 34. Now you can easily guess out when Sabari was born, what was his father's age would have been. Simply need to do what? Sabari is 4 years older. So if you try to subtract 4 years from 34, this would be 30. That's it. So when Sabari was born, his mother was 24 years old and his father was 30 years old. And simply they're asking you what is the difference between their parents' age. So 30 minus 24 is absolutely option E. 6 years. Very good, Sri Vaishnavi. It is option E. 6 years is the difference between the ages of his parents. A simple question, no calculation is required. Simply we need to observe the facts and try to get the age of the mother and father. See, you can get either the age of mother and father when Sabari was born, or you can get the age of mother and father when somebody's sister was born. So I can do in this case as well. See, when somebody's sister was born, his father was 34 years. How about the year, age of his mother? What you need to simply do, just add up 4 years with this 24, you'll be getting 28. Again, if you try to take 34 minus 28, you'll be getting a difference of 6. The difference will not be changing. It will be ultimately the same. You're getting this, guys? Give me a thumbs up if you're clear with this. Come on. Let's quickly go for the next question. Interesting question. Everybody clear? Have any doubts? Come on, feel free to ask me. If you're super clear with this, give me a thumbs up. Let's quickly go for the next one. Go for it, guys. Next question is all for you. Yes, Chetna, you're asking about the CAT exam, right? For CAT exam, if I want to, elaborate a little bit, you have 3 sections. The first section will be ultimately VARC. Second section will be LRDI, and the third section will be ultimately Quant, right? So if you see the last year paper, that is CAT 2020, it was only a total of 76 questions. It was only a total of 76 questions, and there was actually a, every time there used to be a sectional timing. Yeah, like how you ask, is there any duration for each section? For each section, the exam was total of 2 hours. Each section, it was granted 40 minutes. 40 minutes for each section. First 40 minutes, you need to soulfully dedicate it for VARC. Second 40 minutes for LRDI, and third 40 minutes for Quant. This was the case for the year 2020. But if you go for the standard paper question pattern for CAT exams, for every section there will be a sectional timing for 1 hour. 1 hour will be for VARC, second 1 hour will be for LRDI, third 1 hour will be for Quant. You cannot do LRDI question in the first 1 hour. You cannot do VARC in the last 1 hour. Okay, so if the for the first 1 hour it is soulfully for VARC alone. If that 1 hour completes, only a new window will open where the questions of LRDI will appear, and in the last 1 hour there will be a display of Quant. Okay, I hope I've addressed your doubt actually, Chetna. Cool, let's go for this question. Let's try to do this. So P is as much older than Q as he is younger than R. So what does it mean actually? What does it mean? This statement is important, guys. P is as much older than Q as he is younger than R. That means, for example, if I say the age of P, for example, I'm telling you, okay, if the age of P is, let's say if it is 8, present age of P, they say that P is as much older than Q. And if I take Q to be 6 and R to be 10, if you try to see here, P is as much older than Q. How much P is older than Q? The difference is 2. As E is younger than R. Who is younger than R? P is younger than R. What is the difference here? Again 2. So the difference between P and Q and P and R is ultimately the same. That's what it means, right? So let's try to do this question. Listen carefully. What we can if you want to formulate it in an equation, how it comes exactly. Listen. So that is nothing but P minus Q is actually R minus P. If I want to formulate it in an equation, the difference of P minus Q will be same to that the difference of R minus Q, right? And they say that if the sum of the ages of P and R, so P plus R is equal to 28. Okay, this is also given. You are asked to find what is the difference between P minus Q. Okay, that's a case here. So listen very carefully, guys. Whether it is possible to find what is actually the difference of P minus Q, whether it is possible. I've been given only one data. What is that? I've been given what is P plus R. The total age of P and R is 28. Just by using this, can I able to find what is P minus Q? Absolutely impossible. You cannot find it, right? So you have been given three variables and you have been given only one equation. So this is practically impossible to find. So from this, I can definitely say that the answer for this question is cannot be determined. Is that clear? Is that clear, guys? Give me a thumbs up if you are clear with this. Let's quickly go for the next question. Come on. Yeah. Go for the eighth one, guys. Go for the eighth one. Eighth one, if you see the present ages of three persons, you have A, B, and C, which are given in proportions 21 is to 19 is to 11. So listen carefully, guys. This is something, this question where ages has been incorporated with ratios. Okay, the ratio of the present age of three persons, that is A, B, and C, are given in the ratio of 21 is to 19 is to 11. See, in this case, if they say the ratio of A is 21, it doesn't mean the present age of A is 21. The present age of A will be a multiple of 21. It can be 21 or it can be 42. Like it goes on, right? Like in the same way, the present age of B is not 19 years. It will be a multiple of 19. And the present age of C is not 11 years, it will be a multiple of 11. So let me take the present age of A to be 21x, multiple of 21. And if I take the present age of B to be 19x, the common multiple x will be same for all three ratios. And the present age of C, let it be 11x. Okay. 6 years ago, that is actually what 6 years before, the sum of their ages was 84. So what exactly I can do now? The present age of A is 21x. 6 years before, what will be the age of A? It will be 21x minus 6. This will be the age of A 6 years before. Like in the same way, the present age of B, it is 19x. 6 years before, it would have been 19x minus 6. 6 years younger. And present age of C, it is 11x. 6 years before, it is 11x minus 6. So if you try to add all the three ages of A, B, and C 6 years before, the total was 84. Now just try to add this up. 21x plus 19x is going to give you 40. 40 plus 11 is going to be 51x. And minus 18 is equal to 84. So 51x is equal to what exactly? 84 plus 18 you do, it will be 92, 102. So the value of x will be, you've got the value of x is equal to 2, guys. Now what is the question? What is the difference between the present ages of A and C together and B? So first you need to find what is the present age of A. Present age of A will be what? 21 into 2. It's going to be 42. Present age of B, 19 into 2, 38. So first find what is here. What is A plus B? A plus B is 80. They're asking you the difference between the present age of A and C together. A and C together is 80 minus the difference of B. Present age of B is what? Okay, A and C together. No, sorry. What was the mistake we did? The present age of C is what? 11 into 2, 22. So A and C together, what is the present age? 42 plus 22, it's going to be 64. So 64 minus the present age of B, 38. That's it. So if you try to do this, you'll be getting the answer exactly. So it's going to be 26. So the answer for this question is ultimately option B. 26 years is exactly the difference between the present age of A and C together and B. This is the sum of the ages of A and C and ages of B. So if you take the difference, you are getting the difference to be 26 years. Is that clear, guys? Is that clear, everyone? Come on, give me a thumbs up. We'll go for the next question. Quickly, let's try to do this faster. See, 0.3 decades ago. 0.3 decades ago means what? I know the fact that 1 decade is 10 years. 0.3 decade means I've given you already. 0.3 decade is 1 year. 0.1 decade is 1 year. 0.3 decade means what? 3 years ago. 3 years before, Vani was twice as old as her daughter. So what will be the age of Vani 3 years before? Vani minus 3. Will be quadrise is nothing but 4 times. Quadrise means 4. Right? So 4 times as old as her daughter. So daughter will also be 3 years younger when you go 3 years before. Right? So it's going to be T minus 3. And the next is 0.6 decades hence. 0.6 decades means it is 6 years after. So 6 years after Vani's age. So Vani will be V plus 6. 6 years older. Vani's age will beat twice of her daughter's age by 1.5 decades. So which means what? Vani plus 6 will be equal to, she'll be twice of her daughter's age. So 2 times of daughter will also be 6 years older, plus by 1.5 decades means plus 1.5 decade is nothing but 15 years. That's it. So we have got 2 equations, guys. Simple as that. You need to find what is the proportion of the current age of Vani and her daughter. So let's try to solve this. What I can get from here. B minus 3 is equal to 4D minus 12. And B is equal to 4D minus 9. And here what exactly? V plus 6 is equal to 2D plus 12 plus 15. So I'll be getting V is equal to 2D. It's going to be 27 plus minus 6, 21, right? So if I substitute B is equal to 4D minus 9 here. 4D minus 9 is equal to 2D plus 21. And ultimately 2D is equal to 30 and D is equal to 8. So the present age of our daughter is 15. What is the present age of Vani? If you try to substitute it here, V is equal to 15 into 4, that's going to be 60 minus 9. V is equal to 51. Present age of Vani is 51. And they're asking you, what is the proportion? So Vani is to the daughter is, the present age of Vani is 51 is to the present age of daughter is 15. Try to strike it out with 3 table. This goes 5 is to 17. So the answer is exactly option A. 17 is to 5 is actually the proportion of the current ages of Vani and her daughter. You getting this, guys, everyone? Give me a thumbs up if you're super clear with this. Yes. Very good. Answer it is option A. 17 is to 5 is exactly the right proportion. Here we'll go for the last question for today's session. With that, we'll try to wind up the session. Come on. The ratio of the ages of Mala and Kala is 17 is to 9, right? Let me take the present age of Mala to be 17x and the present age of Kala to be 9x. And the total age, the total of their age is 7.8 decades. So Mala plus Kala is actually 7.8 decades is nothing but 78 years. Right? the proportion of their ages after 0.7 decades will be what? That's your question. So from this I can do what? 17x plus 9x. If I try to substitute, I'll be getting 78. So this is going to be 26x is equal to 78. Right? So x will be ultimately 3. You got the value of x is equal to 3. And what will be the present age of Mala then? 17 into 3 if you do. This is going to be exactly 51. And present age of Kala, it is 27. 9 into 3 is 27. So what will be the present, age of Mala? 7 years, the proportion of their age is 7 years after. 7 years after, age of Mala will be 58. And 7 years after, age of Kala will be 34. And if you want to find the proportion, 58 is to 34 if you do. Try it out with two tables. This goes exactly 29 is to 17. Answer it is option B. 29 is to 17 is the exact proportion of the ages of Mala and Kala 0.7 decades after. That's it. Is that clear, guys? Am I sound a little bit faster? Okay. Doing it faster literally helps to solve you with a lot more interest, right? So that's it, guys. We have come to the conclusion for today's session. I hope you have liked the session completely. So keep watching the session regularly. You will get all sort of your doubts, queries, clarifications cleared, and will try to learn better. Okay. So signing off with this. Have a very good night, everyone, and a peaceful sleep. Thank you, guys.